Gotta say, I miss Jump Force. The beta had a number of its problems, but it was still an enjoyable time, and I've gotta give it that. The game was just so much fun and so much excitement. If you guys want to see my first impressions of the beta for Jump Force, the card will have the video so that you can go see it, because honestly this game is just really good, and for what it was in the beta it was really good, but honestly it had its number of problems, but I still had a lot of fun. I wanted this video to be a top 5, but when I was adding characters, they were just basically added from the same series, so I decided to rename the video to Wishlist. It's a more fitting name for this video because there's actually more than 5 characters at this point, and it also kind of fits because I don't watch or read that many Shonen Jump, and the ones I do talk about are duos, so I guess it kind of fits. However, the characters I do talk about in this video, I'm a huge fan of these series, so I can't wait to talk about them. Alright, time to get into this list. The first set of characters that I want is Jotaro and Dio. It's most likely that Jonathan and Joseph from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure are going to be added into Jump Force. The reason why I say that is because they were previously added into J-Star's Victory Plus. And if you don't already know, Jump Force is just basically J-Stars but with better gameplay. If you played J-Stars and you played also the beta for Jump Force, you may have noticed that the voice clips are ripped right out of J-Stars. And correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think the models are also ripped from J-Stars. And not to mention that Jotaro's moveset animation was actually in J-Stars. Jotaro and Dio may have a big chance of making it to Jump Force because the developers can rip off these same animations and finish them like how they did for the voices. JoJo has a huge fan base, and it will be really disappointing if not one character can make it in from the series. If you want to see more information about Jotaro's moveset being in J-Stars, it can be seen in the card above or in the description below. Jotaro is indeed a fan favorite, and it'll be awesome to play as him that isn't from Eyes of Heaven. And the same can be said for Dio. Can you imagine stopping time in the middle of a match for 9 to 12 seconds to jump on your opponent? And to make this really satisfying is that your opponent doesn't see you moving while time is frozen for them. Granted, it'll be a super move of course, but I don't think it'll be too OP, but that's just my opinion. Another super that Dio can use is actually drinking blood from the opponent to regain his health. Okay, that may be a little bit OP because there really isn't a way to get health in the game of yet so far, so that may be OP. And that actually kind of fits his character because that is who Dio is. He drinks blood from his comrades or his enemies to regain health. Next up we have Deku and All Might. My Hero Academia is the new wave when it comes to new anime. There are people that don't know that My Hero is actually a shonen jump. Well, it is if you don't already know. And the same thing can be said for the next set of characters that I'm going to be talking about. Season 3 of My Hero Academia just ended a few weeks ago at the time I'm recording this. So if you're watching My Hero Academia still, the time code on screen will actually get you to the next set of characters. Deku has definitely changed since the beginning of the series, and now he kicks rather than punching. And not to mention that he's also quick on his feet. I feel like one of Deku's supers would probably be a counter. I say this because while Deku and Bakugo were actually fighting, Bakugo thought Deku was actually going to kick, but Deku actually punched. Honestly, I think that would be a cool reference to the fight. One of Deku's supers can probably be the finger snap, like he did back in Season 2. Supers do have a cooldown and they do need a bar to actually use it, so him using his finger wouldn't be too bad, I guess. I'm still debating if Detroit Smash would actually be a super or ultimate. Honestly, I can't really just decide. And the same thing can be said for All Might when he uses his Texas Smash. In fact, that might just be an ultimate, so... By the time I'm recording this, My Hero One's Justice hasn't come out into the States yet, so I haven't really gotten a better idea or understanding of how Deku and All Might would work. But if you have played My Hero's One's Justice, let me know in the comments below and tell me what would you think would be a good super and ultimate for them. Next up we have Rin and Yukio Okumura from Blue Exorcist. Yes, it is a shonen jump. Yes, they have a chance. To this day, I still love Blue Exorcist, but man, when I first watched it, I really loved it. However, none of my friends that I've talked to about the series didn't even know what Blue Exorcist was. So in my opinion, I think the chance of Rin and Yukio being in Jump Force is actually pretty small. But if you're a fan of Blue Exorcist, let me know in the comments below. I feel like Rin's super would definitely be his sword spitting out the blue fire. I mean, that would be so awesome to see in game. and because there's fire everywhere and it's all blue like Azula from Avatar: The Last Ember, I think that would be super cool to see in Jump Force, especially that the engine is Unreal Engine 4, so I think that'd be awesome. And while in the mix of his super, he can be like kicking and switching his sword into a combo. It just, oh my god, I can picture it, man. It's so clean. Yukio, on the other hand, I have a little trouble of how he would fit into Jump Force. Since he uses a gun, I was thinking maybe hitting square or X for if you're playing on Xbox. He would fire his weapon, and he can also dual wield, but that could be a standard. I don't know, I have no idea, because he usually has 2 weapons, but sometimes he has 1 pistol. It's just like, okay, how do you work in Jump Force? And while he's at close combat, he can probably just hit you with a pistol or 2, or something, because I don't picture Yukio in Jump Force, but at the same time I do, because I see things that can work, but at the same time, I just don't. Like, I'm in the gray area when it comes to Yukio. I want him in Jump Force, but I have to be real here in saying maybe he can't be, because he doesn't really attack physically, he attacks from range. However, he can use summoning circles to his advantage if the player is in danger or something. I just find it hard to have Yukio in Jump Force, because you have him being a ranged character, and most of the characters that I played anyway are all like close combat ranged. I can't really see Yukio in Jump Force, but at the same time I do see him in Jump Force, so it's in that gray area for me. But I still see his brother Red having a way better chance of actually being a playable character. The last set is Yuichiro and Mikaela from Seraph of the End. Now the same thing could be said of me talking about the series to my friends and they never even heard of Seraph of the End. So again, if you're a fan, let me know, because not many people know this series. Yu and Mika are both sword wielders, so I do see him in Jump Force, unlike Yukio, but again, gray area for Yukio. For a super, Yu can probably use his demon, Ashiramaru, and not to mention that Yu can actually use these power pills to make him even stronger than that. However, it kinda kills him in the process, so that method is actually a last-ditch effort. Because if you've seen the show or the manga or whatever you read Seraph of the End, you probably already know that if you use the demon and the pills at the same time, it kinda kills you. But I think Ashiramaru's power will be enough for the opponent, and his power, yes, I said his power will grow even stronger over time, but if Yu is using that power for a long period of time, he'll be forced to switch out to reclaim consciousness. And Yu's ultimate would probably be the last thing that happened in Seraph of the End. I'm not giving the name because that would be spoilers, of course. I think Mika's super will be either him shooting sword laser attacks or doing a sword attack combo like Goku's meteor combination. I can't really think of an ultimate for him because they didn't really show off fighting for Mika, and when they did, he didn't really do something like ultimate. So, we're gonna leave that out there. That concludes my list. Before the beta, I didn't really know what to expect for Jump Force, but after playing the game, I am actually pretty excited for this game. And I really had fun making this list. Did I talk about characters that you'd like to see in Jump Force? Who else would you like to see in Jump Force? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit a like, and if you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss another video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.